Welcome to Unscripted Gaming. My name is Josh.
My name is Mike.
My name is Ray.
What's going on, gentlemen? It's
Not
another
much.
week, another chance to play some games and talk about some happenings in the video game world. Anything exciting happening with you guys?
Games are happening. Did we talk about how video games are still a thing? They're still happening, actually. Despite all of our efforts, video games are still
They didn't
still
cancel
real.
video games yet?
They did not cancel video games, despite our protests. White House petition to cancel video games.
So does that mean we have to, I guess we just have to talk about video games now, right?
Well, until video games are all canceled, I guess we might as well do something.
Somebody's got to do it. Excuse
Yes.
me, Ray. Ray, yes, Ray.
Well,
what
then,
games are
hey.
you playing?
Well, go for it. What's up?
Beat Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
That's a video game.
And
Tell me
that's a
about
video
it.
game. At this time, I would say if you're a fan of Human Revolution, I would recommend everyone wait until it goes on sale. It is a fine game, but for $60, I feel it does a lot of things very wrong. Very wrong. For instance, in Human Revolution, you travel to about, 4 different cities? Something like that? 4 different wide locations. And the story took place from there. Here, in this game, you travel to a handful of locations, but you spend most of the game, I want to say a comfortable 80% of it, in Prague. And you travel between 2 different districts in Prague. That's most of the entire game. Also, the load times when you have to go between one district to the other, 10 minutes.
Ugh, really?
10,
Seriously?
yeah.
How is that
I
possible?
am not lying. I will, if anyone's interested in my computer stats, leave a comment on on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. I will comfortably post them. But it was getting me between 8 to 10 minutes per load time anytime I wanted to go from one district of Prague to another. And there's no minigame in between. It's just Adam Jensen on a goddamn subway train. And he's just standing there. So you get that on your screen for 8 to 10 minutes.
That's
I
not
didn't-
good.
I didn't ask for that.
I didn't ask for this. The weapon selection is a little sparse. So there's about 5, 6 different weapons in the game. You got your pistol, you got your shotgun, you got your combat rifle, your battle rifle, your sniper rifle, and there's a weird looking shotgun you can find later on in the game. There's a revolver, hey, and that's it.
Wait, is there also
I
an
think there's a
ocelot?
grenade launcher hidden somewhere.
There's no
Huh?
ocelots. They're
There's
extinct.
no ocelots.
Damn it! So just
Yeah.
revolvers. Okay, just
Read
curious.
the backstory, you chump.
Yeah.
Come on.
Damn it!
There's some super weapons you can find. Like you could find, I guess the sniper rifle's considered a super weapon. You can find some generous helpings of ammo for that.
And like your
There's
augs and stuff, too.
Oh, I'll get to that. One of the disappointing things about the weapons in this game is that there's a large decrease in the variety of weapons. There's no plasma gun. There's no laser gun. There's no different types of rifles. There's just basic combat rifle, and everyone has it. Also, the storyline is a little. Actually, let's get to the augs. You do get new experimental augmentations, which you saw throughout the trailer. But except for about 2 of them, they're all combat augs. They're all experimental combat augs. So if you're like me and you're the sneaky peeky type that doesn't kill a lot of people,
Look at all these
they're-
cool things I can't use.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Thank you. Exactly.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I beat the entire game using the tranquilizer rifle, the stun gun, and the pistol with EMP rounds, and that's it. It's kind of cool that you can beat the entire game that way, but it also feels very limiting in a lot of
Yeah,
different
that's
ways.
kind of I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that games like this and Dishonored have have so many different options. But that was something I definitely kind of ran into, especially with Dishonored, because I really like to play like the stealthier kind of approaches. So you just kind of use your blink, and that was kind of it. Because you can,
Yeah.
I can't summon a swarm of rats because that's not stealthy. I can't knock people off of balconies because that's not stealthy. So it's kind of, I understand how difficult it is to design like a lot of stealthy aimed like abilities that are like fun to use, but also not but aren't just like for open combat. So I kind of get that, but I understand
Yeah.
why that would be kind of like feel kind of like a bummer to not really have like a lot of new stuff to kind of experiment with it as in terms of like a
Uh,
stealthy-ish playthrough.
I actually found stealth. What? Just a tangent. I found stealth in Dishonored boring as fuck.
What?
But I found
Okay.
combat in Dishonored solid. I went full chaotic. I got the bad ending and looked up the good one on YouTube.
I did too.
No shame in my
man,
game.
I went balls out
Oh,
when
I
it
went
came to
ham
Dishonored.
on
I just
some
said,
guards.
man, fuck these people.
There was blood all over my hands by the end of that game. I did not care. It's more fun that way in Dishonored, I found.
Man, I don't know.
Hey, there's a group of guards over there. Rats. Get eaten alive. That's fun.
It does feel pretty great to take one of those like spring traps and throw them on a bottle and just like whoop. It's. I.
You know what's sad?
What?
When you use one of those spring traps on the attack dog and they make that sad noise.
No! Why would you do that? That's horrible.
I had to do that. It was me or the dog, all right? Yeah, I felt horrible after that. Though.
Good.
It felt bad.
You should.
Feels bad, man.
Tell us about the story, because I've heard. I was a pretty big fan of the first Human Revolution, or I guess the first or Human Revolution, and I thought that I really liked the story and the characters. Like I think they built a really enjoyable cast. In the first game, how does the second game? How does Mankind Divided stack up?
Mankind Divided picks up 2 years after where Human Revolution left off. They kind of hand wave it a bit. They're like, Adam Jensen was in a coma for 1 year, and then something happened in between that year and another year. You want to find out? I don't know. Buy the comic. Literally. There's just a whole year gap of story that they're just kind of leave open for you to go find out.
Does he have like the C-3PO red arm? Like, is that how bad it is? Like,
is he punished Jensen?
Oh no.
Does he have a horn sticking out of his head?
That's kind of. I mean, even just telling me that, like, you haven't even gotten into the meat here, but that's like, come on, really?
Okay. The story is extreme. The story takes place like if you got, in my opinion, the bad ending of Human Revolution. For those of you that beat Human Revolution, you know which one I might mean when I say the bad ending. It goes off of that. It intermixes a little bit, but really it's based off the bad ending. And the story it tells is like, because of the ending of Okay, I'm done dancing around it. This game is like 7 years old. Can I just spoil Human Revolution and talk about this game? Okay, thank you. Spoiler warning, I kind of have to. Panchaea blew up. That's the ending that it goes with. And Adam Jensen was thrown into the Atlantic Ocean. He didn't die, even though in the bad ending he was supposed to be, he died. Nope, he lived. Went into coma, got out of coma, joined Interpol. He's one of the only augmented soldiers on Interpol. And then there's a whole bunch of shit going down where they're like, hold on, there are these super augmented soldiers. They're super augmented like Adam is super augmented. Why do they exist? What do they want? What are they doing? And that's your job to find out. Begin story. And then end story. The game is short. Like, Human Revolution took me like 60 hours.
Human Revolution's a good length.
It's beefy. I beat Mankind Divided 100% and clocked in 38 hours. Like, every single side mission, every single thing you could possibly do in that game, I did it. And if you skip all the side missions, it'll probably take you 20 hours. So it's definitely significantly shorter. That's a bad thing to a lot of people. They're like, I paid $60 for less game. And you know what? That's a fair argument. I also would say 20 hours is a decent length for a game.
That's pretty. I mean, you don't want it to be padded, but like it's like pacing wise, how do you feel the story was like?
It's all over the fucking place. Adam's doing one thing, then he's told to do another, and he himself, even in the character, is like, why am I doing this? Oh well, I guess I have to go do it.
Oh.
And then you just go do it. Like, you have the option to question orders, but a lot of times the game is just hand-waving while you're following these orders. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of enemies that appear out of nowhere, and you're trying to understand what does this enemy's role play? Oh, wait, you're actually a bad guy? Why are you a bad guy? Oh, the game's just not going to tell me. Oh, you're just a bad guy. oh, okay. I guess you have to die now.
How
And
sad.
you don't get the option to not kill them. Oh, there is no boss fights in the game. I know that was a major, but it was a major complaint for me in Human Revolution. The boss fights were fucking trash, except for that one in the DLC. There is only one boss fight in Mankind Divided, and you know what? They programmed the boss fight to where if you play your cards right, you never have to fire a single bullet and to add them to kill them. And that's the route I took, and it was glorious.
I guess so. So overall, like, how do you? You seem kind of lukewarm on it. You didn't love it.
6 out of 10. If I 6 out of 10, 3 out of 5 stars. It's slightly above average. I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I experienced the story. It's unoptimized as shit. Like even after you sit through the 8 to 10 minute load time, the game chugs when it first starts loading the level. There are many times where it was going at 1 frame a second. It's relatively easy if you've played Human Revolution. You can. The hardest part of the game is there's a bank sequence. You can actually skip that entire mission and never have to go through it. I advise going through it if you want a little bit of challenge. But even then, the game is with the weaponry that they give, and also how generous they are with the drops. Like there was a weapon I had in Human Revolution, the stun gun, which was my personal favorite weapon. By the time I beat the game, I had 90 stun gun ammo. I had enough to just take down every enemy in the entire game. Also, the same thing for pistol. I had 800 rounds of pistol ammunition, not including EMP pistol ammunition, which I had 200 rounds of. The game is a little too generous with all of its weaponry. I just wasn't challenged in it. But that said, fun. I say wait for a price drop. Don't pay. I don't personally recommend anyone pay $60 for it. I'm not saying you shouldn't support this game. I'm not saying you shouldn't support the developers, but I personally don't think you will get your money's worth if you pay a full $60 for it. Oh, and I didn't touch the multiplayer. Full disclosure, I just can't be bothered. I don't care.
Well, there you have it. Josh, what have
I got another?
what have you been playing, Josh?
Well, I've been playing a little game called Tap Tycoon.
Oh boy, how's it going?
Fucking Josh.
Well, I hit level 120, and the game has changed.
Oh.
I now have 2 worlds that I
Oh my
get to
God.
tap and have businesses in and make the numbers go higher. The only real benefit to this is the fact that now I send more soldiers to the war every week. So I think I might even get pushed up into the top 5% of players.
Oh
so it
my
means
God.
I get 3 tech cards and a golden tech card every week. So
Oh my God.
but
I need you to really think about how if you're the top 5% of a tapping game.
feels good, man. Feels good.
Okay. You know what? I'm not here to judge. You
Do you know what?
You have fun.
You know what? That sounds like something someone would say who's not in the top 5%. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in the
That's-
top 60
that
myself.
sounds like
I'm not
that
proud.
sounds like pleb talk to me. So
What?
um,
I'm not tapping.
That
hard
sounds
enough.
like
That's
that
what it
sounds like
is.
middle management to me. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really been the only video game I've played this week since last we spoke. I played a little more Tomb Raider, making progress in that, which still very much enjoying. The plot thickens. I'll have a report soon. And
All right.
the only other thing is I've embarked on the journey of building a PC. So I have bought a motherboard and a case. So the journey begins. So I will
Go.
Sweet.
update as I actually get all the components and put that bad boy
Godspeed.
Cool.
together.
Do we need to live stream that?
Yes,
I'll,
we do.
I'll come over
I-
and help you build it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's some good hashtag content right there.
We're content. We're all about content creation here,
Yes.
and we love creating content.
Josh and Mike's bumble through building Josh's new PC.
Well, okay, I bumbled through my build. I will bumble no more. I know what I'm doing.
But here's the thing: you put us together. I have a feeling that
okay, that's a fair argument. Okay, you're right.
on our own, completely competent human beings, put us together, everything's on fire.
Yeah,
So-
that's a really good point. Actually, maybe I should just like help from afar. I don't know.
Maybe.
But that is a really good point.
So, funny story. We're gonna take a brief break real quick because I'm not 100% sure my computer isn't going to shut down on me in the next 5 minutes, whether I want it to or not.
Ha!
Fun thing about Windows 10, if you didn't know this, I just learned this in the last 5 minutes. Sometimes
Forced
when your
updates.
computer wants to start do an update and it hasn't been able to, and at like 20 minutes, it's going to say, hey, I'm going to do this update during your off hours. And then all of a sudden it's going to change its mind and says, actually, I'm doing this update at 8:10 in the evening, probably in the heat of when you're going to be doing anything with your computer. So better save everything. So we're going to take a brief break, make sure everything works, and we'll be right back.